Hello. It's been a while. It's Lola, in case you forgot, over this long month and a half, maybe. My voice is a little extra manly today because we have a chorus concert tomorrow, and we had rehearsals from about 12:30 till 5 p.m. So, I have no water here though, so Grayson. Come from a family of tourist tumbler lovers. So, my voice is not in the best condition, and I am completely lacking makeup because I'm about to go to bed. It's 8:30. I'm tired. So I'm about to go to bed, so I don't feel like putting on makeup for this. Anyway, I wanted to give you an update before I start with the meat of this video. I'm actually quite bad at prioritizing, and so because of that, I had some real difficulties with once the school year started, with my ASMR channel and my Tumblr blog and my three different active Twitters that I have, and my Facebook and all of my social networking, and my current addiction to solitaire. So because of that, I had to drop some things recently because unfortunately my schooling was taking the blow for all of those different things I had going on. And as another result of my schooling taking the blow, I had my phone taken away, and it's completely justified. So I haven't been able to update my Twitter because I forgot my login. So it's logged in on my iPhone, but not on the computer. So, let's see. I'm most likely not going to be posting videos every week. I just wanted to post this video to sort of make up for my absence. And let's see, what else do I want to say? Well, on the bright side, because I had my phone taken away, which was my platform for listening to ASMR in bed, I got my tingles back. So my parents gave me my phone for Thanksgiving break, and I returned it after the break. But yeah, I was listening to ASMR over Thanksgiving break, and it was great. It was a nice experience. It was like a new thing again. So, yeah. And now on to the real content of this video. I've been doing a lot with books lately, simply because they are the easiest subject that I also think really is helpful and relaxing for guys and girls. And yeah, I'm not a huge bookworm, but I do read occasionally, and so I thought I would show you my 3 favorite books, and the book I am currently reading and have been currently reading for about 6 months now, because I'm, again, not a bookworm, and I really don't read that much at all, actually. But when I do find a book that I like, I reread it a few times, and I enjoy it. So, these 3 favorite books are in order of the order that I read them, chronologically. So, this first one is called How Starbucks Saved My Life. A Son of Privilege Learns to Live Like Everyone Else by Michael Gateskill. This is an autobiography, but it reads like a novel. So, I'll read the back of it, and then I'll read one of my favorite quotes. In his 50s, Michael Gateskill had it all. A big house in the suburbs, a wife and loving children, a 6-figure salary, and an Ivy League education. But in a few short years, he lost his job, got divorced, and was diagnosed with a brain tumor. With no money or health insurance, he was forced to get a job at Starbucks. Having gone from power lunches to scrubbing toilets, from being served to serving, Michael was a true fish out of water. But fate brings an unexpected teacher into his life, one who opens his eyes to what living well really looks like. The two seem to have nothing in common. She is a young African-American, the daughter of a drug addict. He is used to being the boss, but reports to her now. For the first time in his life, he experiences being a member of a minority trying hard to survive in a challenging new job. He learns the value of hard work and humility, as well as what it truly means to respect another person. Behind the scenes at one of America's most intriguing businesses, an inspiring friendship is born, a family begins to heal, and thanks to his unlikely mentor, Michael Gateskill experiences the self-worth and happiness he has never known before. And one of the cool little quirks about this is that at the beginning of every chapter, there's a quote that was found on the side of a Starbucks cup. So I think I have, yeah. Was that the one? I don't know if that was the one that I think this is where the bookmark was, but there was another. I think this is the beginning of chapter 3. And the quote says, "The human catalysts for dreamers are the teachers and encouragers that dreamers encounter throughout their lives. So here's a special thanks to all of the teachers." A quote from Kevin Carroll, a Starbucks guest, published on the side of a decaf venti latte. So, this is one of these books that I really like flipping the pages. It kind of feels like it's made of recycled paper. Maybe it is. Let's see. Sorry about that. So, here's that one. This one is probably my favorite book of all time. It is called Roommates Wanted Until You Fall in Love by Lisa Jewell. I've read through this one several times. And interestingly about this one, first I will read the back. 1990. Please write and tell me why you should live here. Toby Dobbs received a big Victorian house with too many bedrooms to count as a wedding present from his father, but his marriage is over within a month. Very alone and very lonely, Toby posts an advertisement seeking the unexpectedly alone to become his roommates. 15 years later, the wayward souls he takes in are still living with him with no intention of leaving. 2004. Please tell me how I can convince you to move out. Toby Dobbs has met Leah Pilgrim from across the road, and they're falling in love. But before they can begin a new life together, Toby and Leah must help Toby's house of sweet slackers and lovelorn misfits to grow up, solve their problems, and set themselves free. But can their new relationship survive the test? And I've got a second here. What's interesting is this book was written by an English woman, Lisa Jewell, and I think the second time I read through this, I've read through it at least 3 times. The second time I read through it, I highlighted all of the British slang words. And let's see. Here's bloody men. In fact, there was one page where it says bloody like 5 times. It's hard to finish. I read both of these books in middle school, and I'm a senior in high school now, so I should see how much I read. It's really bad, and people should read more than I do. We can fix it. Now, my third favorite. This one, some of you probably have heard. It is called Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. I never knew how to pronounce his name. It's a random bookmark in here. It says, one cold night, in a most unlikely corner of Chicago, 2 strangers crossed paths. 2 teens with the same name, running in 2 very different circles, suddenly find their lives going in new and unexpected directions, culminating in heroic turns of heart in the most epic musical ever to grace the high school stage. This one is definitely a teen novel. The other 2 possibly could have been adult ones. I don't know. I don't think this one has any particularly interesting quotes or anything. But it's pretty cool how some of them, they switch off the chapters. John Green and David Levithan. And so one of them, I'm not sure which of them it is, writes chapters like this, which but all capitalization and punctuation said. And then the other one writes chapters like this, with like dialogue is sort of looks like IMing. There's no capital letters. So it's cool. It has some salty language though, so it's not really that bad. It's just a few F's and a few S's thrown in there. The book that I have been reading, or I don't know how long, Eleanor Park. It's pretty good, but it just got thrown out the back because I had so many other things to do with my life. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and it's by Rainbow Row. Two misfits, one extraordinary love. Eleanor, red hair, wrong clothes, standing behind him until he turns his head, lying beside him until he wakes up, making everyone else seem drabber and flatter and never good enough. Eleanor. Park. He knows she'll love a song before he plays it for her. He laughs at her jokes before she ever gets to the punchline. There's a place on his chest, just below his throat, that makes her want to keep promises. Park. Set over the course of one school year, this is the story of two star-crossed 16-year-olds, smart enough to know that first love almost never lasts, but brave and desperate enough to try. This, as well as Roommates Wanted, were two books where I picked them based on the cover. And considering Roommates Wanted is one of my favorite books of all time, I'd say it's gone pretty well so far. And it has a review from John Green, and that also kind of made it stick out. Oh, well, John Green co-wrote another one of my favorite books, so it'd be pretty good. So yeah. This is another one that switches back and forth between chapters. Will Grayson actually switches between the two characters who are named Will Grayson. Each chapter is the other one, from the other one's point of view. And one is written in Eleanor's point of view, and then the next chapter is Park. And the last book, I'll show it to you, is by Diana Gabaldon. It's called Outlander. I know nothing about this novel, but my brother suggested it to me very strongly, so it seems like it's pretty good based on his glowing review. But I will read The year is 1945. Claire Randall, a former combat nurse, is back from the war and reunited with her husband on a second honeymoon when she innocently touches a boulder in one of the ancient stone circles that dot the British Isles. Suddenly she is a Sassenach, an outlander, in a Scotland torn by war and raiding border clans in the year of our Lord, 1743. Hurled back in time by forces she cannot understand, Claire is catapulted into the intrigues of lairds and spies that may threaten her life and shatter her heart. For here James Fraser, a gallant young Scots warrior, shows her a love so absolute that Claire becomes a woman something. A woman torn between torn between fidelity and desire, and between two vastly different men, into can't remember the rest. Rest is a mystery. That sounds pretty good. So this will be the next book I will read after I eventually finish Eleanor Park. My dreams are too big for my abilities. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was short, but I actually have I have two videos that I recorded. One of them is a Halloween video of me putting on my makeup for my Halloween costume. And the other one is a roleplay that I did the whole thing, and then I realized that I had the wrong mic set, so I've been beating myself up for it, or because of it, so I haven't gotten the chance to actually listen to it. The audio might be okay, or since I usually have this mic, and it recorded with the webcam mic, so you might not even be able to hear me at all. And I was really happy with that roleplay too. So I might end up posting them. I don't know. But I feel like the Halloween one is a little way too overdue, and the other one is possibly not even able to salvage. So I hope you enjoyed this video though, and I hope to get back to recording more soon. As always, you can message me with requests. I probably won't be replying to all of them, but I will definitely take note and put it in my little link box up here when I am thinking about some ideas. Because I might not have the props for it, but I think I might. So it will never hurt to request. So thanks for listening.